So guys, this video is just gonna be a quick little fun one, a funky little video. The idea behind it is honestly just because I'm doing some recording testing and I needed something to record. I can't really do recording testing without being recording. So if you guys notice any like quality differences on the channel from video to video, just know I'm trying to fine tune everything and get everything dialed in. When I'm gaming on the PC and recording on the PC, it hits the PC hard. That's all I gotta say. It can be tricky to get those settings dialed in, and that's why for the most part, until I can actually get some PC upgrades, which is in the works, I try to actually just play over on Xbox. It's easier that way for recording. So here today I'm gonna hop in and I just want to see what Supercross 3 would be like on PC on the worst settings. So on PC I can come into the options here and you can actually come in to the video options, and right now we are playing on 1920 by 1080. I don't want to change that because it's gonna do all sorts of funky things, but I pretty much play on Supercross 3 maxed out. These settings are as high as they can go. This might actually be better to lock this to like 60 FPS, but in today's video I'm gonna play around with the settings and see just how ugly I can get Supercross 3 looking with the in-game customization options. So it should be a fun one. If you guys do enjoy at any point in time, you already know what to do. Smash that thumbs up button for me. Throw any comments down below and let's get on into the video. Yo, that was a sweet shot. I still love the fact that my vlog is playing in the background. I love playing on PC. The customization is endless. It's just more open, I guess. You can get in, access the game files, and do cool things like that. Speaking of vlogs, I just recently dropped a new vlog over on the Real Life channel. If you guys do want to go check it out, the link will be down below in the description. All of the support over on that channel is greatly appreciated. It was a day for dirt bikes in a sandpit shred fest, all in one banger vlog. You guys don't want to miss it. And you guys also don't want to miss out on the Once Company Fall Series merch, only available for a limited time. The link for that is also down below in the description. So I think the best way to start off this video is to actually just play on the standard settings. Use the settings that I normally use for recording. We will hop into a time attack and just kind of show off what the game should look like at the best it can be. So we're here at Detroit and this is pretty much the best that the game can look. The settings are maxed out. We are rocking with it. So in my eyes, the game is actually looking pretty dang good. Definitely a tier up from Xbox. That's all I gotta say. Every time I go back and play on Xbox, my eyes hurt, man. They really do. But yeah, this is what the game looks like on max settings when you are playing. I figured hopping into a stadium with all of the lights and everything is probably the best way to do this test. So yeah, it really does look good. The game, I mean, graphics are just getting better and better these days. So for the most part, no complaints with the Supercross 3 graphics when they are maxed out. When we come into photo mode, as you guys can see, like, crystal clear details. The textures are spot on. Like, even when we get like way zoomed in on the gear and stuff, like the textures, they all stay. That is crazy. Now this is like the highest settings in the game, so I guess our expectations should actually be pretty high, but for the most part, I'm impressed. We've got the mud on the fender there, man. Holy. For the most part, I think we are going to see a significant drop on the dirt textures and like the ground textures, the objects around the track. As I start to drop down the settings, those are just gonna start looking worse and worse and worse. So let's take a look at this tough block. Like from this side, we have some shadows. The Supercross on the left there is a little blurry, but for the most part, like, it's pretty realistic. Now I wonder if I can actually change my settings right here without even moving. So if I come on in and what does this do? Edit resolution. Put that down to 50. No idea what it does, but let's just drop that down. Anti-aliasing, I'm just gonna turn that right on off, which is one way to actually make your game run a little bit smoother. Turn the filtering off. Yeah, just completely deactivate that. And for our configuration for our graphics, let's just put that on low. Is that like as low as we can go? Oh, we can actually turn some stuff off. Do I drop it down to 30 FPS? I feel like for the sake of the video, I'm gonna keep it at 60 60 FPS. Bloom quality, we're gonna throw that to off. Reflections off. Effects on camera, we don't want any of those. Particles are going to be on low. I'm assuming that's like the roost and stuff. I am scared to load back into the game here. Like, I'm actually scared to see what this is about to look like, but let's take a look. Oh my. I feel like I am playing on a Nintendo DS right now. This is actually insane. I can see like the mesh of Cooper Webb. Like literally his mesh object. Like that's crazy. I have no idea if anyone actually plays the game on these settings. I mean, you could. And it is running like butter right now. Like the game is actually running super smooth. I feel like I am getting like 500 frames per second right now, but the models, the graphics, everything just looks so bad. Like, oh so bad. But that is definitely one way to get your game running a little bit better. Well, a little bit better. I would say a lot better. Sacrifice a little bit of quality. I bet even like a Chromebook could play this game at this point. I'm actually just looking on the recording and it still looks crystal clear. It actually still looks crystal clear. I don't know what's going on there. Does it look blurry for you guys? I really can't tell. I'm gonna go to edit this video and the footage is gonna look the exact same, but man, it is so blurry. The dirt texture has like no depth to it. There is like no detail. It's pretty much just like a blurry texture, except for like directly below the rider. It seems to only render in like a little bit of quality dirt, and then the rest is just blur central. When you're back like this, like the game, it looks like a game from 1964 for sure. When I zoom in, it does actually get a little bit better. The quality just still isn't there. It's not spot on. It's blocky, it's not clean, there are blurry edges and sharp edges all over the place, and yeah, I would not be too happy if I had to run these settings all the time. But like, if you have a PC that isn't the greatest, you could definitely drop the settings down to this and it's playable. It is still a playable game. So here we go, hopping on board with the leader of this multiplayer race. What's his name? Vince2412. He is out front right now on the Honda Dakar rally bike, and he is checking out here at Daytona. I loaded into multiplayer just because I wanted to see what it would actually be like in multiplayer on the worst settings in the game, and Daytona is a funky track. Definitely does not look the greatest on the lowest settings in the game. Like, if this was the standard for 2020, I don't know if gaming would be as popular as it is. Like, we've all been babied with the realistic graphics, that is for sure. I think if I could actually drop the settings any lower, which I think if I started going into like the Windows settings and stuff like that, I actually could get the game looking even worse. But at a certain point, is it even going to be like fun to play when you can't see like certain what just happened there? Those guys just whipped into each other. But it's already getting tough to see like certain lines and certain bumps. Small whoops become hard to see, the braking bumps and that sort of thing almost just become a blur out there on the tracks. So at a certain point, I feel like the game is going to become like unplayable. I've seen like some Fortnite YouTubers do this before, or a similar style of video, and yeah, it got to a point where like they couldn't even see the enemies because the pixels are just like so bad. We got a battle going on for the lead right now. It looks like the leader does have a little bit of a gap, but these four are all in the mix. Look at this, getting the drive into the corner. Is there actually a 5-way battle for the lead right now? I wish I was in on this, man. It really doesn't look too bad when you're focused on like the lane that you're in and where you're at on the track, but as soon as you start looking off into the distance and at like different parts of the track that you're not on, yeah, the game looks really bad. I would honestly say that the Xbox is more on the maxed out side of things. It's closer to being, I mean, a better looking game, and definitely not near the lower end of the scale. PC maxed out, nothing beats it. I'm telling you guys that right now. Like, the consoles just can't compete, but the consoles can definitely do a little bit better than these settings here. Pretty much everything on low. They can definitely compete with that, especially the new consoles. Pretty much it is a good time to be a gamer, to say the least. And oh, there we go. That feels a little bit better, am I right? A little more visually appealing to the eyes and a little more soothing to actually be looking at. Oh, we can tell what is dirt and what isn't. We can see the whoops, we can see the bumps, and yeah, back to the highest settings. Graphics within games are only getting better and better and better, and it's gonna get to a point where they can't get any better. It's gonna hit that point, and I feel like that point is gonna happen pretty soon with the way games are going. Like, if you see some PS5 gameplay of like the new NBA game, it's mind-blowing. Like, they actually look like real-life people playing basketball. So that is it. I feel like this video turned into a longer video than I expected, but a fun one. Switch up the vibes a little bit, a chill video, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, smash that thumbs up button, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Deuces.